Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It is day 7 of our 30-day Pilates challenge. I'm Amy from Aim's Fitness and welcome. Come on down to the mat, take a seat. Today is going to be a soul sequence, so we're focusing on opening our soul, opening our bodies and just allowing our breath to help us surrender our intention for the practice. Even when the poses get a little bit challenging, I want you to think of that word, surrender, and come into your breath. So without further ado, we're going to start in child's pose today. So there are many variations of child's pose. Some of you may look at this and think, that's way too hard for me, and it is okay, I've got your back. Feel free to pop a block or a pillow between the legs just to elevate you slightly. So if you're restricted through your hips or knees, it's okay. And when you're ready, I do invite you to open the knees wide, bring the big toes together, and just surrender down onto the mat with your forehead, with your heart, and take a few moments to settle in to our practice today. Feel the hands on the floor and start to come into your breath. A long inhale through the nose, smooth. And a full exhale through the nose until you fully empty your lungs. One more time, deep breath in, lengthen. And a full exhale. Walk your hands over to the left side of your mat, taking your right hand on top of your left wrist and settle in here. We start to feel an opening through our right side body, the length between our right shoulder and our right hip. Surrender here, whatever that means to you. Maybe it's relax the elbows. Maybe it's soften the face and the eyes, the space between the eyebrows. And just breathe. Let's take it back to the other side. So walking those hands through, keep them nice and long. Place your left hand on your right wrist and melt down. You're welcome to close your eyes here. Notice what comes up for you today. How are you feeling? Try not to judge yourself too much. If you're feeling inflexible in this posture, it's okay. Just breathe and be with it. Excellent. Come back to center and up to all fours. We are going to try and keep the big toes together and the knees wide and go through cat-cow spinal waves. So strong dinner plate hands. Take a deep inhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Exhale, arch through the spine. Feels a little different in this wide knee posture. Inhale, slow, smooth and long. Exhale, drop the belly, lift the chin. Good. This is where we can lose our neck. So really shorten your neck by bringing your shoulders up. And here we think of lengthening our neck, extending the crown of the head up and forward. 2 more. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Really try and get some mobilization or mobility through your spine. Last one. Breathe in. And breathe out. Lovely, that should feel pretty good. From here, we're going to go to froggy squat. So tuck those toes underneath, walk back. And now this is day 7. Maybe it's getting easier to froggy squat. Maybe not, up to you. Again, you can take whatever movement your body calls out to you, or perhaps you come to a static prayer pose, hands at heart center. Maybe you can inch your feet a little wider and get your heels to the floor. Wherever you are, settle in. breathe into it. We'll be opening through the hips quite a bit today for our soul sequence. So I invite you now to come into seated position, and we're going to create a diamond shape between our heels and our hips. So move your hips to the back of the mat, move your feet to the front of the mat, and take a nice big inhale, puff up the chest, draw the shoulders back here. Exhale, surrender on down. It's okay to round your back here, and it is definitely okay to take the chin down and just take a moment to yourself for showing up today. Always grateful for showing up. Let those knees fall open as best you can. And start to rise up, root to rise, sit bones to the floor, crown of the head to the sky. Hands behind you. Now you're going to shift your hips forward and then pull your heels back and thumbs to arches. Give yourself a soul massage. So when I said our intention is soul sequence, I kind of meant the soul within ourselves, but we can also work on the soles of our feet too, why not? So just take your thumbs, give them a little press, maybe notice any areas that are tender and just pay more attention to those spots. Don't worry too much about your posture, just enjoy the session. Enjoy the fact you turned up on your mat today. Carving out 10 to 20 minutes each day builds a really good habit of showing up for yourself. And you can take your thumbs in between your toes, toe creases, and just pressing at the base of each of your toes as well. Wonderful, good. Shake out those feet by sitting back. Give them a little flip flop, maybe a couple of little circles. Coming into our practices with bare feet allows our feet to really connect to the ground, to the earth, and we feel everything a lot more. So one leg into the body, other leg out. This is where it starts to get a bit juicy. We're going to take a deep breath in through the nose, turn to face your extended leg, exhale, hands come down, maybe the torso comes down too, but it's okay if it doesn't want to go there today. You could flex your foot and ankle, you could point, or you could keep it neutral. You could even have a soft bend in the knee, or pop a block or a bolster or a rolled up towel under here is fine, or pillow. We're going to take some time to reach out over that extended leg. Our inhales lengthen, our exhales soften on down. Maybe a little further. If you're finding that it's so tight and you're struggling to breathe, you've gone too far. Back off a little bit. All right. We're going to take that that leg that's extended behind you into a figure four sit. Take the hand that's closest or on the side that the front knee is on the floor. You're going to press. You're going to see if you can lift your hips. A little bit of strength here. Really reaching up and over. What a beautiful stretch. And this is accessible to most people, so go on and have a go. You don't have to be good at Pilates to be here. You just have to give it a go. And it's that attitude of mindfulness, openness, curiosity, and a willingness to be with your experience just as it is. And release. Good. Funky transition here. We're going to turn our body towards that front leg, and you've got two options. You can either just lean down over top of this leg and then come back up, and you could do repetitions of that, or we can fully turn to face the end of our mat into a pigeon pose or modified pigeon pose, because I've got my heel close to my groin here. And extend your back leg nice and long. Puff up the chest, proud pigeon. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, roll it up. Exhale, try to arch it down like our cat-cow poses where we're bending or rounding to inhale up. Exhale, lift the chin, arch the back, soften on down. Go with your breath. You can be in that modified position if you want. Don't stop the video because you think it's too hard. Choose an option that's right for you today. And when we come forward on the next one, we're going to surrender there. So maybe that means coming to your elbows. Maybe you're very flexible and you can come right down onto your forehead. Wherever you are, choose your option and stick with it. Back off if you've chosen a too hard option and you cannot surrender here. If you're tight and tense and holding on and gripping, you've gone too far. One more deep breath. Here we go. Inhale, long and slow. Exhale. Coming back up. Right. Turn to face the front and then extend your other leg out the side. So before we take the other side with that little soul sequence, we will take a forward fold in the center. So first thing I want you to do is puff up the chest, breathe in, reach as tall as you can. Yes, it's challenging, but we're here for it. Exhale, reach it down. Now maybe your fingertips come here. Maybe your legs are in here with a bend. Wherever you are, show up as you are. Maybe you've got pointy toes, flex toes, neutral toes. It's all good. Let's come on forward. Deep breath in. Breathe out. Don't worry so much about your posture here. You can round it on down. It's okay. Just be as you are. Really start to notice that inner thigh being active, stretching. You may even want to squeeze the thigh muscles and roll the knees to the sky. Just again, wherever you're at today, listen to your body, show up as you are, and surrender with your breath. Coming back up, sitting tall. Take a deep breath in, reach to the sky. Exhale, hands through heart center. Bow your head and just come back to yourself here for a moment. Tell yourself it's okay. Sometimes working into your body and noticing your breath, noticing your body, it can bring up some feelings. Don't push them down. Let yourself feel them here on the mat. It's a good time to work things out through the body, through the mind. I always like to say that energy is my first language. I understand movement better than words, so maybe you can start to tap into that. Start to feel yourself. Blinking the eyes open, back to center. Time to take the other side, my friends. Let's tuck the leg that was extended out to the center. Take a deep breath in again. Exhale, come on down, maybe just the fingertips. Maybe your leg is here, wherever it is, it's all good. Let's find ourselves here in this stretch. Also get a beautiful stretch through the side body. Surrender. And back to center. Right, we've got the option here to bending the leg behind us. No option for that one. Let's place the hand that's closest to the knee that's in front on the floor behind you. Now you're going to try and push your hips forward and up as you reach up and over that beautiful side body stretch, opening up the energy lines of your side body, particularly all the way down here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Deep breath in. Really press the hips forward if you can. Getting some strength through the arm and releasing down. Very good. Option is here. So you can take your fingertips out the side, create a nice balance. Inhale, puff up the chest as we roll down. Exhale, chin to chest, arise, coming back. So this is your option if you need a modification. If you would like to, you can do the funky transition to face the top of your mat. Extend your back leg long into a modified pigeon pose here. Forgot the name. Deep breath in, puff up the chest, proud pigeon. Exhale, fold it on down. Go with your breath, folks. We're almost there for day 7. You've done a whole week. Really find that deep breath. So let's take a big inhale. Extend the crown of the head and the nose down. Exhale, draw a line with the nose. Back up your body to the sky. One more time, all the way down. All the way up. And for our final act of greatness in the soul sequence, we come to elbows if you feel comfortable to do so, or surrender down here. Coming back up when you're ready. Swing your legs around and we're going to come to lie down today. Shavasana to finish, where we get to bask, we get to soak. We get to be with our feelings here and the sensations in our body. Maybe one hand to heart, one hand to belly. Feel free to close the eyes or take the gaze downwards. Nothing to do, nowhere to be. I'll be your timekeeper for the next 1 minute. You will notice your mind wandering, thinking about your grocery list or what you have to do later on in the future or what happened in the past. That is a normal quality of a human mind, to think. What I want you to observe and notice is when your mind is wandering. Just observe it and think, wandering or thinking. Once you've noticed that observation, steer your awareness back to what's happening under your hands. You can feel the rise of the belly and the chest on your inhale. The exhale, we feel the hands come back down to neutral position, ready to take your next breath. Feel free to stay here a bit longer if you need to. Otherwise, reach the arms towards the sky. Deep breath in. Bring your palms together. Exhale, thumbs up to the third eye, and we'll close our practice here today. As always, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate your support, and I wish you to go well throughout the day, with love and kindness to yourself and each other. We'll see you back on day 8. Thank you so much. Namaste.